Hey guys, and welcome to Natural Aesthetics. It's the 20th of August 2015, and in this video I'd like to talk about what to expect whilst cutting your body fat to extreme levels. So number one is inevitably a loss of strength. Now, I'm not talking about going from 25% body fat to 20% body fat, in which if your training's decent it would be more than attainable to maintain your strength or even perhaps improve your strength. But going from 15% to say 7 or 8% body fat, there's no way on earth that you're going to maintain your strength, let alone improve it. It's just not possible, it ain't going to happen no matter how you diet or how you train. So be prepared to lose strength. From my heaviest, I guess I'm 20 to 25% down on my strength from when I was 100 kilos a year and a half ago, I guess. I pushed aggressively on that bulk. It's the first time really that I'd ever committed to a proper bulk. I'm naturally a lean ectomorph. I don't easily put on muscle mass, and I was always very slender before. So I committed to the bulk. I was eating 4,000 calories plus a day. I got heavy, but also got very strong very quickly. I was squatting 205, 210 kilos, deadlifting 230 plus, and chest pressing the 55k dumbbells, which is so much more than I'd ever done before. If I'd stayed doing what I was doing before, it would have taken me another few years to reach those strength levels. So then subsequently, as I'm getting lighter and lighter, cutting the calories down, I'm losing that strength. The driving force for that strength and those muscle mass gains were the calories that I was consuming on a daily basis. I was overeating. So the question arises then, why get so heavy in the off-season in the first place? I look at it and it could go either two ways really. Now, if you're bulking aggressively, you're going to get stronger quicker. You're going to utilise heavier loads much quicker than if you were to bulk conservatively. Like I said, it would have taken me a couple of years at least to get up to those strength levels, being a natural ectomorph. So then obviously I've got more strength to lose because I've got more weight to lose. But then if I were to diet more conservatively, my starting point of my strength wouldn't be as high. So I would lose less strength, but I'd be starting at a much lower level. So subsequently, I'm still not sure about the best way to go about that. Number two, expect to be extremely fatigued at times during work for me personally, rather than training. Training isn't easy, sure, especially on heavy lower body days. But for me, I get mentally exhausted a lot quicker through work. I just feel really drained. Within a few hours of work that I wouldn't do usually. Long days in the gym hit me much harder than they would have done while I was at maintenance or a calorie surplus. And this leads on to point number three, which is feeling sleepy. I feel so much more tired than usual, even when I'm getting adequate amounts of sleep, which is rare. I'm a personal trainer, so I'm up early each and every day usually, and home quite late, so I don't really sleep enough. But it was kind of manageable before, whereas now I just feel so goddamn sleepy all the time. At midday, early afternoon, I just feel like I want to go to sleep instead of training, which is annoying. Again, I think that links into the mental exhaustion side of things, just feeling really, really tired mentally very, very quickly, needing more sleep. Number four is expect to feel cold a lot of the times. No matter what I do, sometimes I can't get warm. I just feel like I'm freezing. Now, it's not all the time, just occasionally. I work in like a heavily air-conditioned gym where people come in, clients come in, and they're always warm and hot, moaning about sometimes it's too hot. But for me, it's completely opposite. I feel freezing cold half the time. You're essentially starving yourself. Your body is in constant need of energy, and therefore I guess it's harder to maintain the body's temperature. And then number five, at some point, doesn't matter how you diet, whether you diet more traditional with raw foods, chicken, broccoli, rice, more rigid with your approach, or more of a flexible approach, at some point you're going to be hungry, you're going to go to bed hungry, and you're going to think about foods that you really want to eat. I'd say it's more cravings for fatty or carbohydrate-rich foods than hunger. But at some point you're going to have an almost insatiable appetite for foods. I guess it's similar to an addict, drug addict. It's insane almost. You read a magazine or watch a TV cooking program and you're almost salivating about thinking about how good this food's going to taste when you get to try it. And inevitably, when you do eat it, it's not going to be that amazing. You know, it's just a crazy kind of mental position you get yourself in when you diet. And at times it can be quite overwhelming. It's not all the time, and you know, it's probably one of the easiest things for me to cope with. I'm not particularly a big eater. Like I said, I really had to push it hard when I did bulk. You know, I'm naturally a lean guy. But yeah, be prepared. Sometimes it is pretty overwhelming. I hope you learnt a little bit from this video. If you did enjoy it, then just please give me a like. It really helps my channel out. Check out all my social media links in the description box below. Stay strong.